Dearest Thomas, these are not words I wish to write. My father has learned of our plans, my love. Yet there is more, far worse, that I wish you to understand, but I fear you may believe me taken with madness. My father seeks to use me, as I have come to believe he used my poor mother. He wishes me to sing for him as she did, to become the star attraction that will draw good folk to this accursed spit of land. My refusal to do so has led to my confinement here at Sker Hotel. I cannot explain further, but ask that you trust me. I beseech you to compose a melody for me, a counter to the song contained within this locket of my mother's. I realize this request will seem strange, that your first thought will be to come straight here, but without your composition, all hope of holding back the darkness gathering here will be lost. Your love, always, Elizabeth.
Wow, and I have the music turned down quite a bit, and that's still... Alright. Use the phonographs to save your game. So hello everybody, welcome to Maid of Sker, however the fuck she pronounced it. Music. Sheet music by Thomas Evans. Okay, sure. But yeah, just so you know, I have the game on easy, because you have 4 options. You have easy, normal, hard, and then they actually added a safe mode at some point. And I thought about doing it in safe mode, but then I decided against it, because I don't know how much the enemies, how much the enemies take part in this, but I know that they are a thing, so we'll see. I mean, obviously, on easy mode, the enemies should be easier. But if they are still super annoying or something, I can always restart. Grand the opening of the Sker Hotel. Special performance by Elizabeth Williams, the new Maid of Sker, daughter of famed singing sensation Prudence Williams. Enjoy the restorative peace and spa waters of Sker Point. I didn't hit A to make that go away, by the way. I actually just finished reading it at like exactly the right time. But yeah, I decided on easy instead of safe. If I find the enemies to not really be adding to the gameplay, and more annoying than I care to deal with, I can always restart it and quickly play up in safe mode up until wherever we get up to. Or if I find them super annoying in this part, you won't be hearing this because I will have already just restarted in safe mode. But, you know. But yeah, I do have a collectibles thing up for it. It's mostly maps, so that it doesn't like spoil anything for me or anything. I have looked through the achievements, and I have no intention of getting all of the achievements in this game. Because not only do they require multiple playthroughs, which I'm fine with, especially with a horror game because they're generally pretty short. But they added like a challenge mode that seems to be more of a just honestly it sounds kind of shit. Having never played the game, it has to do with speed running and combat. Same thing. Yeah. It has to do with combat and and speed running basically. So I mean, beware of the dog. And generally combat in horror games not good. So I'm just gonna stick with we're gonna finish the game on easy. We're gonna attempt to get all the collectibles as we go through. But it requires at least 2 playthroughs, including one on hard difficulty. So I'm fine, and then obviously it would require me to do all the challenges that I have no intention of doing. So yeah. Okay, so that saves.
were able to open Sker Hotel and embark on the charitable work which... Mother? Mother! Darling, can't you see I'm recording? What have I told you? Never to interrupt when the door is closed. I'm sorry, Mother. Well, no harm done. I shall record this again later. But while you're here, my darling, why not sing for me? Of course, Mother.
The fuck language are that song in? Because my subtitles do not match up with what the fuck they're saying. What's it got? Okay. Now, if I knew how to play music, but none of this makes sense to me. I mean, I used to know how to play music, but I mean, occasion, like, am I supposed to be doing something with this piano? Like, I mean, I have it's Elizabeth's letter. I have my own sheet music. Inspect. There, play that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if playing the piano is actually something that I should be doing or not. Fuck. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, I just need to get to like the actual. Okay, maps and whatnot. Okay, so there's the maps, but I know that there's some things outside of the map. Okay, apparently it just says to interact with the piano, so I guess that's it. Oh, you know what? I do believe there's an achievement to play every instrument in the game. So I guess I don't need to learn how to read sheet music. Granted, they also only give me like 5 notes that I could play, so. But yeah, that music, I have no fucking idea what any of that was. Imagine there's somewhere you have to like play the notes at the same time. It is a piano, that's obviously possible, but. But yeah, apparently, according to this, that's the only 2 things that are missable, is that phonograph and piano, so. Oh, there's the dog, but that's... Yeah, well, what the hell was that? No? So my character's just going to be silent through all this, eh? I mean, it's very much a game that they very well should have probably gave the character a voice. I mean, they gave him a very specific name and everything, and a backstory, so I mean, it's weird that they didn't bother to give him a voice, but it could also just be maybe that he's just not going to comment on anything, and I feel like that's something that, at the very least, you get some kind of noise out of a person when they see that, you know? But here we are at the Sker Hotel. I mean, I get that it's a horror game, right? But they're supposed to be doing their grand opening, yeah? Why is and like the train stops here, so it's clearly not like an abandoned hotel. May have been closed for a while, but it clearly wasn't abandoned. So I don't know why everything is quite as shit as it is. Like we got like the abandoned um, carriage out here with like the suitcases on the ground and that, but that doesn't really make sense with it, you know. Keep my eye on that window there. That seems to be. Alright. I guess nothing's gonna happen in the window. Like we missed anything? No. As for like other stuff that I should be looking for, I'm not entirely sure. Just like I imagine there's probably like objective updated. Answer the phone. I don't even. Okay, what phone? Am I deaf? Have I gone deaf? I know I turned down the sound effects, but I didn't drop them down to 0. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, does it actually show me the collectibles on the map? No, it looks like it's showing me these gates. Oh, whatever. Let's answer the phone. Oh, it's Thomas. Is that you, Elizabeth?
Thomas! My Thomas! You do not know how wonderful it is to hear your voice.
What happened? Where are you?
I'm safe upstairs, but I cannot leave the attic. I've had to lock and bar the door, hide away from the others.
What happened here?
I do not have the words or heart to voice it. It is far too terrible to recount. Please be careful, my love. This place is no longer safe.
Okay, well, who are you hiding from?
My father and uncle, the staff. They have been beguiled by the darkness that inhabits this place. They are no longer themselves, but stalk these halls, attacking anyone that makes a sound.
Okay, but your letter said...
I prayed that you received it, hoped that you would come. I know my request must have seemed strange, and I fear it was all for naught, that everything has changed now. Please, Thomas, listen carefully. Together we can put a stop to all of this. My father made recordings on brass cylinders of a song, a strange melody that affects the mind. If all of the cylinders are played together on the harmonium, this madness will end. You need to find them and bring them to me.
Okay. So now there is an achievement. I'm assuming that it doesn't include that one, but there is an achievement to ignore all of her phone calls, because I'm assuming that that happens a lot during the game. Oh, I see. But yeah, so obviously we're not going to be going for that, because that's going to be a lot of story, I imagine. Okay, so that'll let us get in and around. Isaac's grand reopening note. Dress rehearsal, 22nd October, 1897. Preparation of the Grand Harmonium. No hire additional staff, or they successfully hired additional staff. Sound checks. Stage preparation was completed. Print bills and flyers for main event on the 30th. Done. Decorations, bunting, and banners. I don't even know what bunting means. Additional chairs. Order more bottles of wine and shipment of caviar. So the only thing they didn't do is they didn't prepare the Grand Harmonium, and they didn't do the sound checks. Anything on the back? No. Journal. Oh, that's under notes. Ding. So I know that the enemies are supposed to be attracted to sound. They're blind, but they're attracted to sound, and I do believe that like ringing the bells will like draw their attention somewhere, so you can like, oh, what is all this? Theater. Oh, I see, and then I can draw their attention to different places. Great Hall. The waiting area. Manager's office. Last but not least, the chapel. Right? I rung all your bells. It's also very creaky, and I don't know if that's creaky because of me or creaky just because. Oh, and now we actually got a map, which shows the location. I'm assuming that's one of the cylinder things that she wants us to find. There's also 2 endings to this game. Both have to do with collectibles. Each one is a different collectible, or each ending is a different collectible. You can get both, and I'll show you both endings, because we'll hopefully get all the collectibles as we go. And there's actually a save, and you can save right before the end of the game. And if you save right before the end, I thought I heard something. But if you save right before the end, then you can actually go back in, do the one ending, or the one collectible ending, and then do the other. So that's always nice. But yeah, I don't know. As for like collectibles and that, I don't know. Like, I know that you can apparently get like all of the collectibles as you play, or like close to the end of the game. Like once you're like at the final point of the game, apparently you can finish getting all the like you can go backtrack everywhere and get all the collectibles or something. But okay, so I can't open that one from this side. Now the real question is though, enemy wise, are they going to introduce the enemies, or are they just going to be there? Loving memory of Prudence Williams. May your song live on forever. I have a feeling that the point of this game is that we don't want that to happen, but I mean, I'm also assuming that the creaking noise is because I'm standing, because when I crouch, it doesn't creak nearly as much. Okay, that's locked, but that's to be expected. I imagine I'll find most of these doors locked. Okay, there's like a creepy music box song playing over there. Okay, and then the doors at the top of the stairs are also locked, but I'm gonna trust that at some point they'll introduce the enemies, like that it's not just gonna be a suddenly there's an enemy. Like I'm gonna assume that there's gonna be some sort of like proper introduction to them. I mean, I see a lot of blood. Resist its song. Okay. I shall try. Okay, that's also locked. I assume this also locked. Oh no, it's not. What is this place? The East Wing. Oh, well that's where we have the map for. The chapel is that way. Reception and toilets, eh? Okay, that's where we came from, right? Yeah. That's reception, which means the toilets are further. I pause like that because I got a slight vibration on my controller. Which made me think that something happened. Of course, none of the mirrors are actually reflective, because that would be too much. Yes. I mean, this definitely looks like a thing that we're going to be hiding in, right? Like, we're 100% going to be. There's also, like... Okay, X does that. That's obviously crouch. Y brings up different inventory. Because I know that there's, like, holding your breath as well. Maybe we'll get a flashlight. Okay, so this is a squid door, I guess. And obviously we don't have a way to get there, so to the chapel we go. Don't like that door closed behind me, but whatever. Probably get a handle on what is worthwhile for collectibles and what is not, you know, it's hard to say. Okay, so squid door there, there's a phonograph there. I think there's also an achievement for like not saving throughout the whole game, or for saving less times, like less than some amount of times or something.
What in all hells? Is that filthy mongrel inside again?
Father, she still pines is all. She misses...
I'll give it a reason to pine. Come here, you mutt.
Oh, isn't he a pleasant man?
Abraham! Where is that useless brother of mine?
Father, please! Please, she just misses Mother.
Abraham! Abraham! I'll be rid of this dog once and for all.
Okay, so yeah, not a pleasant man after his wife died. I'm assuming it's his wife, right? Yeah, she said mother, father, so I'm assuming so.
Help! Who's there? Who are you?
My name's Thomas Evans.
Henry. Henry Hughes. You must get me out. Hurry. We must get this door open.
Why did they lock you in there?
Why do you think? They're clearly rogues. They're trying to kidnap me. Please, hurry. Do something.
I'll try to find a key.
What? No! No, don't leave me. They might return any minute. Oh, do something. I can't break it down from my side.
Stand back.
Good. Good. Try again. Harder, man. Throw yourself into it. Wait. No. They're coming. Oh, God, please, no. No, don't do this. Whatever you want,
It doesn't sound good. Does not sound good at all. No. It is good that, you know, they at least showed him, like, attempting to break the door down, right? I mean, this is suspicious, right? I don't know. Okay, so that's something of an introduction to the enemies. I guess it shows that they're, you know, that they kill people, at the very least. Okay, so this looks like it leads around to another door down there. And we got another music box or something. A music doll, okay. Do we do anything with these, or... Nope, guess it's just the thing we got now. Alright. Maybe they'll do something later. Okay, and that's something, I guess. I imagine we'll have to like turn the power on there later or something. Okay. I mean, I don't... You could hear something. It sounded like it was tapping on the glass. Okay, so now that I've done that, did it fix the... I'm assuming elevator by the sounds of it. Oh, well that's pleasant. And we can go to the basement with that. Well, before we go to the basement, let's go check out the chapel, because that's the only door we haven't been to yet. Now, I imagine, just based on our little puzzle, I guess, there, that it's also going to be locked, but... Oh, no, chapel is open. Hello? Oh, it's an angel of some kind. Canst thou draw out Leviathan with a hook? Why N? It should just be A, right? Like with a hook. Or his tongue with a cord which thou lettest down. Canst thou put a hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with a thorn? Will he make many supplicants unto thee? Will he speak soft words unto thee? Will he make a covenant with thee? Wilt thou take him for a servant forever? Wilt thou play with him as with a bird? Or wilt thou bind him for thy mistress? Shall she make a banquet of him? Shall she partake of him among others? Canst thou fill his skin with hot iron? Job 41. So is that like actually out of a Bible then? Like that's actually out of the Bible? Therefore I will wail and howl. I will go stripped and naked. I will make a wailing like the dragons and mourning as the sirens. Micah 1:8. Okay, well, sirens, bird are underlined. So bird and sirens is important. Okay, and that clearly has a keyhole in its mouth, which, you know, we don't have the key for. But bird and sirens. Now, sirens are basically like mermaids, yeah. Although I have seen ones that are basically harpies. I guess the whole point is that they sing and draw people to their death, right? Okay, so we got the Cerberus cylinder. So hey, that's progress. We already got one cylinder. Oh. Chief Butler, is that for ringing all the bells? Yeah, I knew that was an achievement too, to ring all the ground floor bells. I thought it might have been just those ones on the wall there that we were ringing, but I guess it's like the physical bells that you have to get to. Okay, so bird and siren are important, but whatever. I don't know how hard the enemies are going to be to hear, though, is another issue, right? So, like, I don't know how quiet I'm going to need to be. Like, I turned down the music quite a bit, although the music still seems to be awfully loud, but I left the dialogue at full volume, so there's also a good chance that some of the music will also be counted as dialogue, and it'll just, like, be fucking loud as shit. Would you trust this elevator? Like, you push the button to call it, and it knocked out the power. Like, would you trust it enough to get back into it? Because I know I sure as fuck wouldn't. Because, I mean, you would probably, like, I would just assume that I would get in, hit the button to go down, and it would either immediately break, or it would like close the door and then break, you know, like halfway down or something. Oh, I see. Alright, well, let's check this way first then. So hitting the phonograph saved, and I think there's an achievement for listening to all of the phonographs as well. So that means that's another achievement that, or 2 achievements that are exclusive to each other. I wonder if these are safe rooms.
What? Who's there? How long have you been there, Uncle?
Oh, don't stop, lass. Go on. I enjoy hearing you practice. You've nearly as fine a set of lungs as your mother.
How dare you? Get out! Get out of here now! You're just my father's oafish tool.
Tool, am I? What the fuck do you know about it? No, that will be you, lass. You'll soon see. And mark me when I say that the only instrument here is you.
I said get out! Go! Go on, leave me be!
Of course. As her hoity-toity fucking ladyship commands.
God, that man! But what did he mean?
Well, obviously, whatever your father's doing here greatly involves you, and probably not in a good way. Yeah, there's no way we're not hiding in those things at some point. Or at least we're capable of hiding in them at some point. Okay, I'm going to assume this will be our first enemy then. Or at least our introduction to them. Why is the dude naked? It's one of those where whenever you see something, your guy's heartbeat happens. Although, why do I have red around my screen? Like, did I somehow take damage from another person getting thrown through a fucking window? Follow the man. Can I climb through that? I wouldn't think so. I mean, I say I wouldn't think so. I definitely could crawl through that, but I would still like to know what the red around my screen means, though, because there's no reason why I should have taken damage. Door here. Okay. And the hallway's blocked off further down. That red around my screen is really annoying. Bloodwind's Nervous Tonic. Nervousness, irritability, temper, want of strength and energy, fear, dread, neuralgia. I don't even know what the hell that one means. Okay, so I was apparently took damage so that I could take some meds. Yeah, and then that sent it away. So what, do I just take damage from fucking, like, seeing shit happen then? I mean, it wouldn't be the first game I've something like that. So that's a harp door. It's like we're fucking playing like Resident Evil or something, you know? Just the doors are labeled by nicer things because it's like harp and... Although squid isn't really a great thing. Like, it was like a creepy, like a Cthulhu kind of thing, but still, it's not like a dead bird fucking nailed to the door or something, so... Also, even though these guys are attracted by sound, supposedly, like doors and that, they're not attracted to that. They don't hear doors, apparently. Your phone ringing. We should probably head towards the phone first. Isaac's ledger, death and disappearances. 11th of June, Mr. and Mrs. Wainscombe, elderly couple, no children, Exeter, Devon. 2 closed, 2 out of 6 trinkets. Oh, 2 and 6 trinkets, 2 and 3. 13th of June, Reverend Alistair Gray, charlatan, Cheltenham. I don't know what that one even means. Unlikely to be missed. Fire again. Nothing salvageable. 3rd of August, Mr. Victor Williamson, merchant, traveling alone, Bristol, closed 2, trinkets 2. 24th of September, Mr. Ernest Sharp, test subject, painter, traveling alone, Rye, East Sussex, closed 3D, trinkets 2D. I don't know what that means. 27th of September, Mr. and Mrs. Matthews, test subjects, retired clerk, Winsford, Cheshire. 3rd of October, Arthur Morris, musician, traveling alone in London. Matilda Norton, musician, traveling alone in Bristol. Another musician asking too many questions. Very evasive. Why? Okay, so musician is now underlined. So we have what? Bird, siren, and musician as apparently important things. It'd be funny if like they are important things and it's just like a force a habit for him that whenever he sees like certain words he has to like, it's like an OCD thing where it's like he sees a word and he, for whatever reason, he like has to underline these specific words, you know? And like later we'll have a some kind of password. Now, I don't think that that's what's happening here. It could be. I mean, maybe. I really don't know, but okay, so the thing is that way. The dudes came from here. There's another door that leads into that room we were just in, and that's where the guy got put into the glass. Now, there was that other hallway that we could potentially head into, which is interesting. Now, I feel like playing this game while ignoring the phone calls would be really annoying because like it would just never stop ringing, right? Elizabeth, are you there? Are you safe?
I'm here. There was someone else in the attic outside the door, but I think they've gone now.
There is another man here. Do you know him?
I don't. But you must look to yourself first, Thomas. If you should be caught too... They seem to be drawn to sound. You must remain quiet.
They attacked him and dragged him away.
Dear God, that's horrific. I dread to think of you being snatched like that too. Our one hope of helping him, helping all of them, is finding the cylinders.
The ones who took that man, they can't see, it seems.
But why? What do you think is wrong with them? I knew noise attracted them, but what happened to their faces?
But I've managed to find one of the cylinders.
Well done, my love. There's hope yet for us all. The others should be here in the hotel or in the grounds. Please, take the utmost care. And if I don't answer, it means I've had to hide, that they've come back.
Okay. So I'm assuming that means that I can call her at any point then. Alright, so we can continue that way. We can check out the other hallway. Here, let me find the map for the basement here. Okay, so by the looks of this, we should check the other way first. Just because that way leads to a dead end, whereas the way we're currently going does look like it leads somewhere at the very least. Where, I don't know, but it looks like it leads somewhere. Now, that guy went away, and she's like, oh, you have to be quiet. But the real question is, do I have to be quiet? Like, how quiet do I have to be? Oh, here's the map for the basement. Speak of the devil. So yeah, this actually doesn't even show the part that I was talking about. Because yeah, there's another part in this bottom section that we can get to. So I crouched again there, by the way, because I thought I heard something snap. Now, based on the amount of dust that's in the air, because like I said, there is... like, holding your breath is a thing in this game. I don't know... and I think it's, based on the achievements, it's because you can sneeze or cough or something because of all the crap that's in the air. So, like, I imagine that'll come into play quite a bit in this. Not hearing anything. And that door's... oh, and that's the door I wanted to go in, wasn't it? It was. Okay, what is that door, though? Door doesn't even have a thing on it, so I don't even know what key we need for that door. Although it didn't even bring up our inventory, which leads me to believe that that isn't a door that we unlock that way. Maybe we have to, like, find another way around or something. Okay, got another doll. But yeah, I don't know if there's... so once again, I read that, like, furniture moving and that doesn't alert them, which leads me to believe that you can, in fact, move furniture. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of assumed that the doors that you could get into would always be. Or that the doors that you can't get into would have a symbol on them, because so far that was the case, and the only door... although, no, that's not true either, is it? Because on the ground floor, those doors just say locked. And so does this one. So there must be... maybe there's like a master key that we get later or something. Or maybe they just unlock as we play. That could be as well. I am slightly curious as to how the enemies in this game are going to work, because... I mean, I'm still making noise as I crouch. Like, I can still hear, like, the floor creaking. Like, it doesn't make sense, like, considering what I'm standing on right now, and I just heard, like, a creaky floorboard. Clearly, the game doesn't always register, like, exactly what's going on, so I feel like it's just ambient sounds that just constantly happen, you know? I'm assuming they'll be able to, like, touch me. Like, if I touch them, that'll also do it, you know? Okay, that's probably not great. I also know that there's an achievement to, like, bump into furniture a bunch of times or something. Not that I think these are furniture, but I mean, I don't know how much noise that would make. I guess it would depend on what you bumped into, right? Well, this looks good. Crouch back down. Oh, and another one. Really? Two of them in the same corridor. That seems odd. Oh, God. Okay, so when they're alerted to you, you can hold your breath. Now, I'm assuming if you let go while they're still around, that they'll get you because you have that little, like, plume, right? when you first let go, so guessing is going to be more important. Now, obviously, you should only be able to hold your breath for a certain amount of time as well. But also, where the fuck did this guy go to? Like, seriously, where did he go? He ran off this direction. There's nothing over here. It's a dead end. So the monsters can just disappear, I guess? Yeah, thanks. I know how to crouch. I have played a video game before. Crouching is generally a good thing to learn early. Okay, so let's check the dead ends first. Oh, just a regular dead end. Oh, I wonder if the guys can crawl through pipes as well. Or like crawl or come into the crawl spaces as well. That would be interesting. Wow, this dead end is even more of a dead end than the map than the map shows it is. Somebody's crying, and they really shouldn't be. Over there, maybe? No? I don't know. Okay, so when I get like the really thick dust particles, I need to hold my breath. Oh, there's also an achievement to like cough a bunch of times or something. Hey, music sheet from Henry Hughes, eh? Okay. Wonder if like what you step on makes a difference as well. I don't. Oh, I think that's a healing item though. Oh, yeah, right bumpers. I don't need to heal right now though, do I? Okay, good. It did go away. It was just reminding me. Okay. Okay, well, I've made it through. I'm assuming that we're going to end up in just like a different part of the in the west wing, I guess, of the ground floor now. So we went down in the east wing. More bloodstains, always good. Still would like to know where the fuck that guy disappeared to, because it really doesn't make sense. Guess we could end up outside as well. Speaking of, outside we are. Okay, well, we'll save it and end the part here, because I think we're at it close to an hour, yeah? Yeah, we are. So we'll listen to this, and then end the part. Sure. Why not? No map available. Alright, well, there are areas I do believe that are outside of the map, but either way, that'll be it for this part. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more. It's a good game so far. Well, it has a lot of potential so far, but only one way to find out.